What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Burndown YouTube channel. So today we're trying to work some of the bugs out on this little beast over here. This is the Twinnebago, if you're not familiar with it. This thing is 22 feet long. It's twin turbo LS powered, and it has a 480E. In today's video, what I want to focus on is I've been getting questions and concerns kind of about the torque converter that's in here. So I have a torque converter from Tampa Performance, built by Florida Torque Converters, and it's spec'd out by my boy Ryan Jans. So this converter in here is a stock size converter. It's a high stall technically, and it has a HD tow clutch in it. So the converter that's in this is for like a truck or something larger. You want to tow, you need more tow capacity on the clutch, but you don't need that triple disc. You know, you don't want to spend all that money, but you want something that's a little bit better. Maybe you put a cam or you put some performance parts in your vehicle, and you need the stall, but you also need the tow. And you're like, how does something that's heavy drive with a stall? You know, maybe you're concerned and you're like, well, I can't put any stall in it because, you know, the cam or whatever calls for it, and you don't know how it would drive, right? You think it'd be too loose. Well, we're gonna take you on a ride today, show you kind of RPMs, you know, light throttle. We'll jump on the freeway. We'll lock the thing up. The reason I was stuttering on that is because today we're doing TCC parameters, because I need to get this thing locked up in lower gears, like namely third. So I was pulling hills in this thing. Speaking of power, we left it locked up in overdrive fourth gear, and I was cruising up Cajon Pass, which is a local grade to me. I believe it's like 7%, I forget how many miles, or maybe it's 6%. And then the Baker grade outside of Vegas, which is a nice long slope, long hill. This thing just 65 all day, not even 30% throttle. So we make some power, but we have a lot of weight. This thing is not a light beast. I don't know offhand exactly what it weighs, but I am guessing, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's gotta be at least as much as your full-size truck, right? Hopefully, load it down with everything, and then eventually we're gonna tow with it. So same converter, same everything. So let's jump in here, and I'll show you guys how it drives, and we'll show you, you know, kind of what it's like. I have a race car, by the way, if you're not familiar with the channel. This is the Malibu. It's a 64 Chevelle. This has a much looser converter, and there is a difference between that. So this thing is not stock. A stock one, there's like no converter. It's like right off the pedal, but it will move with light throttle input. And then this thing is similar, but you know, this is a race car, so this is probably what you guys are thinking that a converter would be like with a tow rig. Well, it's kind of not. So let's get in there. We'll show you guys how we go, and then hopefully my TCC settings are good and I don't look like a complete clown and have the thing not locking and unlocking properly. But I was just swinging for the fences, so we'll see how we did. Let's go have some fun. Welcome aboard the Twinnebago. She's running. We're letting her warm up a little bit before we start stretching her legs. Hopefully you can hear me pretty well. I do want to let you guys know that I have a pretty good size transmission cooler in here. I have the TrueCool 40,000 kVW. If you are towing and you want to put aftermarket converters and stuff in your rig, I highly suggest you check those out. The TrueCool 40 kVW GVW, because this girl, I went through a couple renditions, different coolers, and this one really does a great job. And then even if you're not going with some, you know, willy-nilly converter, put that thing in there, because it's really going to do your transmission a solid. So we'll put some heat into her, we'll pull out, and then we'll show you guys, you know, light throttle input, rolling on it and showing you when it starts moving and what the RPMs and stuff look like. And then we'll strap you guys up to the window and we'll kind of go for a drive. We'll jump on the freeway and all that stuff. So without further ado, we got in reverse. We're idling around 870, give or take 800-ish. And if I let off the gas, we're not moving. We're kind of in a little bit of a hole. Let me see if, so there's my TPS. There you go, like 2%, right? So see, drives pretty normal as far as that's concerned. And this is a 2500 stall roughly. See, now that we're out of the hole, if I let off the brake, it starts rolling. So nothing out of the ordinary with that. Especially reverse, you have all your pressure anyway. Get this beast turn around. All right, try again. see, it was just really light throttle input, and the thing will start to motor. So it takes a little more throttle input in drive to get motivated. All right, let's put it in drive so you can see TPS 0, 5% TPS, 4%. Ignore this guy, he's just going off to La La Land, but 5% TPS, 1500 RPM, 1413. So again, because it's a 2500 stall, that doesn't mean you have to get to 25 before things start happening. That means your coupling, your full coupling effect should be somewhere around that number, and it's contingent on horsepower and weight. So Ryan Jans will probably comment on here if you guys have questions or concerns, and he is way smarter than I am, so if I'm sticking my foot in my mouth at any time, please correct it in the comments. But as far as the education that I've received gradually from Ryan, that's my answer. All right, we'll let these people go. Make a little right-hand turn. 7% TPS, 9%, 10. You have to know we're moving a house too, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So, but yeah, a little 10%, just a nice, easy breezy. You know, it's well under 2 grand, 1800 RPM, and things start motivating. So let's get over here. We'll jump on the freeway. We'll do the lockup on the thing. We'll see what my TCC settings, if they decide to show up to the party. We'll show you how it locks up and then unlocks, but this is going to be different for every vehicle because obviously, you know, your transmission, your load, your car, everything's going to be different from what I have. But yeah, I'm just barely on it. See, we're 2 grand, 10%. We're doing 20 miles an hour. Speed limit around here is 25, 6%. So it's not crazy. It's not like you jam on it and it's like a rubber band and stuff's just making noise and not going. And if it is doing that, it's not your converter. You probably have other issues. So jump over the freeway. We'll jump on. We'll motor down. We'll show you how lockup and all that fun stuff works. And then the other thing that I'd like to do after that is we'll go to a little bit of an incline, and I'll show you guys what it's like to kind of motor up the hill. I'm going to go to a buddy's house, and we can stop at a light, and the light's kind of at the bottom of an incline, and we'll do the same thing. We'll just easy breezy cruise up it, and I'll show you guys how she does. And we're pushing a lot of weight. I still have about a quarter tank of water back there from the trip I just took, and then we have some stuff in there, but we got food, generator, all that stuff's loaded down in here, so she's not light by any stretch. And we'll give it a little juice since it's open a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, we just motor along. Nothing too crazy, you know? So it's a higher stall, it'll accommodate the cam and everything, but it's not really crazy. And then there we go, it's already locked up. So now we're cruising to lock up. I mean, what more could you guys ask for? You want a budget-friendly converter that's not a triple disc, but it's not stock, and it's going to give you that headroom you need so you can put the truck cam in there and make some power. Plus, it'll help hold it when you're pulling. So, hill is up here. Bring you guys back. Okay, we're going to hook a left up here, and everybody's going to get angry because I'm going to purposely kind of go slow. They'll just think that my Winnebago is slow anyways, but let me show you guys. So see that? It's probably hard to see on camera, but it goes up, you know. It's not like that, but at least it's an incline. So what we'll do is, I'll climb the hill, we'll go real slow, and then I'll just kind of motor up it a little bit, and I will call out the RPM that I see on here. So here we go. Good, nobody's behind me, we'll just take it real slow, just like a Winnebago should, right? Doing like 12 miles an hour. Oh, people are stopping in front of me. It's a good excuse to stop, right? Okay, so here we go. We're at the bottom of this little hill. So there you go. 2,500, 23, 22, 13% throttle input, and we're climbing right up the hill. No problem. It's not slipping. It's not going crazy. I gave it a little more juice, and it went up to like a 25, but yeah, so roughly this thing's locking in, it looks somewhere around 22, 23 possibly with this big beast behind it, or in front of it. And yeah, just a little jaunt, just up that little hill. You know, nothing too insane. Worked out perfect. So sorry for the brakes squeaking. So let me get over here, go talk to my buddy, and then I'll bring you back and we'll try to go on the freeway that way, and we'll lock the thing up and I'll show you how that functions. And then we'll recap, we'll wrap this video when we get back home. All right, hopefully the freeway is not messed up. We'll give you guys a view of the road instead of my ugly mug. All right, here we go. Nice freeway on-ramp. Here, I'll hold you up here. And you'll see the lockup go on. The lockup's engaged. There you go, lockup on at 50. 1800, just cruising. Right into some traffic. So that's it. She's locked up, rolling. Your lockup is going to vary with your gear ratio and your transmission settings, but that's it. This thing functions properly. I drove it from here to Vegas, up multiple grades, and I have not had a single problem or a single issue. So we'll get home. Let's wrap this thing. All right, we are back in one piece, so let's recap and review. This is the heavy duty tow high stall converter from Tampa Performance by my guy Ryan Jans. So this thing works phenomenal. Again, it gives you a little more range. If you do a cam swap, you need a little more performance, but it's not so outrageous that you're going to be really slipping the thing and having issues. Again, I do have an aftermarket transmission cooler. If you're towing heavy loads and you're working on all that stuff, I would suggest you do that as well. If you're doing a converter, again, and you're towing and you're trying to do big boy stuff, you need big boy parts. So reach out to my buddy Ryan. I hope this kind of answered some questions. Questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comment section. I will have Ryan field the ones that I don't know. I will try to field them the best I can. If I do not know, I will ask him and we will get you the answers you guys are looking for. Till next time, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, click the chicken. I'm out.